Hello everybody. Hey, welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. I am so happy that you guys are here on today. So I welcome you. Hello, welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So happy Mother's Day to all of you. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. And check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from in my name. This is what I want to say to you, you guys, is that, you know, sometimes it's time to take a step back, okay? Take a step back and look at your circumstances and look at yourself to see where you are in life, and what need to change about myself, you know, things that you need to work on, whether it's anger issues, whether it's jealousy issues, whether it's, dealing with your emotions or whatever you are going through, whatever you are dealing with. Take a step back and really look at yourself and say, what is it about me that I need to work on? What is it about me that I need to change to be a better person? Because here's the thing, you're always going to be tested, whether you have anger problems, jealousy issues, whatever those issues may be, you will always be tested. You will always be, you know, um, you will always be tested. You will always be, um, things will always tempt you or make you want to react in a certain way. You know, it's always going to be a test, right? So you gotta, when you're faced with something, a situation to test you, you have to sit here and, learn to control yourself so that you won't act out of anger, so that you won't act out of jealousy, so that you won't act out, you know, in an out of control way. So it's almost as if it's like time to remain in control. It's time to remain in control. Take a step back and gain control. Okay? That's what it's time for. So it's time for you to take a step back and gain control over your life, because maybe you have lost control over yourself, over your life. And I actually have a book that's titled Taking Control of My Life, you know. And yeah. So you have to sometimes take a step back, take a step back. And it's like doing an assessment on yourself by taking a step back. You know what I mean? Which is very important to do. Okay. So you want to always remain in control of yourself. You know, sometimes we can't control the situation because maybe the situation is out of our control, but how you act in the situation, that's the important part. Is how you act in the situation. Acting positive in a negative situation. You get what I'm saying? This is a negative situation. Today I was in a negative situation. Two people were going at each other, fighting each other, and I was in the middle. I was in the middle. Two people lost controls over themselves and they were literally battling with each other. They lost control and all that just looked like, just going back and forth, just fighting with each other. Just like that. Just no control over themselves. No. And that's one thing that you want to always remain in control of yourself. That's the important part. Now, when you have lost control over yourself, you have lost. You have lost. But when you gain control, you have won. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Mother's Day. Bye.